Take a moment right here, feeling like it's out gear. Running, running, no. Keep running.
Let's just get into nitty-gritty of this chapter. I don't know what is Kuma's idea of teleporting away from his fellow partners, Dragon's fellows, to do something that he might just regret. Now, this can go one or two ways for Kuma. Now, Kuma could go teleport all the way to Egghead and try to save Bonnie, his daughter, and by saving her, he will die. Now, that could only be one example of how this can go bad for Kuma. Now, you don't see what's going on here. Now, you have a full-blown Yonko, power level Yonko as in Luffy, to protect Bonnie from Lucci. Can we all agree that Luffy will Millie rock Lucci? Okay, there could be a lot of fans that go on the side of Lucci, how strong Lucci is in a fight on enemy lobby, and it took high difficulty for Luffy to beat Lucci. I understand. But over this time skip, Luffy has increased his power 200%. Mind you, I don't think Lucci can compare to Luffy in a fighting aspect. To be completely honest with you, I don't see nobody on Akainu's side that can compare to beat Luffy. Now, there may be Akainu, an argument with Akainu beating Luffy, but anybody other than Akainu underneath him might not stand a chance against Luffy. Mind you, the only reason why I'm saying Akainu and bringing him up in this conversation is because Lucci cannot compare to Akainu, and we're trying to compare a Yonko strength, a newly introduced Yonko, Luffy, to Akainu's strength, who Lucci is nowhere close to. Please don't get fooled on this big hype Lucci versus Luffy. Stop. We all One Piece fans know that we love the fighting scenes. Yeah, we love it. But at a great match like Luffy versus Kaido and Big Mom, amazing match. Like, maybe Luffy could win. Maybe Luffy could lose. But Luffy versus Lucci, I don't see the hype around it. I'm sorry. And trust me, I know that Jinbe is there with Luffy. Luffy and Jinbe is on the same route to go follow Dr. Vegapunk, correct? Now, we see that Lucci wants to fight Luffy, maybe, to see how strong, the gap is between their strength, because he did lose the fight on Enemy's Lobby. Trust me, we all know how that fight went. Enemy's Lobby fight was an amazing arc. There was a seriousness. That's when One Piece got serious at that moment on Enemy's Lobby. My point basically saying that Kuma is not needed here. I'm pretty sure Kuma can feel when Bonnie's in danger. I understand that. He can feel it. That's why he's going there. But at the same time, bruh, you're not needed. Like, you have Luffy here. You have Jinbe. Yes, Zoro is on the ship. Frank, but Sanji's there, right? Like, people are there to protect Bonnie, right? And I understand that there's Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku there. Listen, man, I'm pretty sure Jinbe can hold his own with those two, right? And maybe that's his good match. It's three of them: Stussy, Lucci, Kaku versus Luffy, Jinbe, and maybe Zoro. No, I'm sorry, not Zoro, Sanji. Sanji is there, right? I'm pretty sure Sanji can hold his own against a CPO agent. My point is that I think Kuma is rushing to his death. Now, this will be a great way for Kuma to go out, protecting his loved one, protecting his daughter. I understand it 100%. It has to be plot armor for Kuma. My main thing is, I think that Kuma is rushing to his death for a reason. Just because of a plot. The plot armor around this, just because Kuma have to die. Now, they'll be courageous for Kuma to protect his daughter Bonnie and die doing that. That would be amazing. If you want Kuma to die like that, why not? Maybe Kuma is too far gone to be saved. I understand he needs to die. But at the same time, the Rebels need all the alliances they need to at least, let's say that there's a battle between the world government and the Revs, to make it a standstill battle, an equal battle between two factions, correct? So why would you want Kuma to be dead if the Rebels need all they need if they're going to declare war on the Marines against the world government? They need everybody they need right now. Why do you want Kuma to die, Oda? You know, like, that doesn't make sense to me. Or, like I said, it could go another way. Now, Kuma could actually protect Bonnie, and Vegapunk would give something to Kuma, make him turn back to the person that he already was before he turned out to be the Terminator, right? So, and then maybe Kuma can teleport Vegapunk, Bonnie, back to where, you know, Dragon and the rest of them is. Like I said, it can go either two ways. Kuma dying honorably to save Bonnie, or Kuma saving Bonnie and Vegapunk, which gives Luffy and the others maybe a shortcut on not retrieving Vegapunk and giving him back to Dragon, which is his father. And to save us a cutscene between Dragon and Luffy, right? And we can go straight on to continue our voyage to maybe hopefully Elbaf soon. So, like I said, either two ways. Kuma dying, saving Bonnie honorably, or Kuma retrieving Vegapunk Bonnie and going back to the Revolutionary Base. But I really want to talk about Atlas right now. See, Atlas was the brigade, right? Atlas was the forefront of trying to combat Lucci, trying to hold him off, Lucci, right? Now, Lucci was talking to Vegapunk about the disappearance of some of the agents, right? CP5 went missing. CP7 and 8 went missing. Like, throughout this 2 months, my agents has been going missing. Do you know anything about that? Now, with Atlas coming forth to attack Lucci, I want to know if Lucci actually finished Atlas a little too quick, because I feel like Atlas maybe was the part of disappearance that's going around the CP agents, right? Now, if she was the people that if she was the person that is killing off these ships, these agent ships, and she got dealt with that quick of Lucci, like, bro, that was like that. A snap. And Atlas was gone. Not even a threat, bro. So I would think she is the fighting type, right? Vegapunk makes sure should be the combatable one, right? To take the forefront in a fight. And he also has a Sephiroth. And he's gonna unleash Hawk, Bo, and Jinbei on Lucci and company. So, like I even said, why do Kuma have to go when she already had backup? And Shikamaru? Where is it, bro? Shikamaru. Shikamaru's gonna be here, which is amazing. We haven't seen him in so long, and I can't wait to see him and see how he looks, actually. But at the same time, like, Kuma, you're not even needed here, bro. Just take a little bow, you know. Just chill. Like, this is unnecessary. I just hope. My biggest thing is I want Kuma to live. And that's it. And like I said last chapter, bro, Vegapunk is a very nice and generous man, bro. Like, Vegapunk wants to share these resources for everybody in the world can have, right? And like you said, I see it closer and closer to this ancient, resource. He seems like he's digging up a grave that he does not want. He gets closer, and the government sees it, and now they want his head. And he anticipated that. A few years back, Oda has given us cover stories of Enel on the moon in outer space. And Kaku just clarified in this chapter that there's a outer space monster, bro. Who in One Piece is an astronomist? That's what I want to know. For years, us as One Piece fans want to see what's outside of the One Piece world, the One Piece planet, right? We got people that's studying the outer space of One Piece. Which astronomist that we have to see? Because I'm excited about that. I remember when Oda was introducing the cover story of Enel on the moon and the moon inhabitants. Like, bro, that was her gold. And Kaku clarified it. There are space monsters, right? And I, for sure, know that Dr. Vegapunk would at least had a synthetic copy of a space monster in his lab, but it's a hologram. So I don't think he has, like, the resources, the matter to copy this space monster. But visually, I think he's seen a space monster, and visually it was brought to life in a hologram, in my opinion. Or it could be a resource that he needs to make copies of this matter that he got from a space monster, and he cannot get that resource. It could be either or, but that's clarification. There are such things as space monsters in One Piece. And again, I know that everybody wants to see this fight and overhype for this fight, but trust me, this is not what you want. This right here might just disappoint you if you're thinking like, oh, the hype is amazing. Stop it. Literally, give our Captain Luffy some credit of his voyage, right? Give him some credit of how amazing he developed in Wano, right? Like, he learned an awakening, Ryu Haki, thanks to beat Ayanko. And trust me, I'm pretty sure that Lucci have not yet faced a Yonko, and Luffy has. So please stop. I understand that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. And while you watching this, how about just liking my video? Subscribe to the channel to get more of me and more One Piece content, because I'm going to always be here for that, right? And if you like this video, what you're looking at right now, go ahead and hit that, it's going to be a link left or right that you can check out this amazing fight between Luffy and Eustace, right? But listen, I don't think Lucci is going to compare to Luffy in this fight. Please do not get disappointed, because I don't want nobody saying next chapter, oh, that was disappointing. Like, how can Lucci go down that fast? Listen, bro, it's Luffy. It's Luffy, the guy who, like I said, power increased 400% in Wano, the king, you know? So at the same time, I don't want nobody whatsoever to get disappointed in Lucci. He might stand a little bit of chance as in Gear 4th, but bro, awakening, not a need. And at the same time, I think that Lucci and a company will get held back by the Seraphim. So that would give them enough time to leave, which is Luffy, Vegapunk, and the other Straw Hats will give time to leave as like I said, instead from occupying Lucci, Stussy, and Kaku, and the other government agents that's there. Like I said, these Sephiroth are manhunters, right? They are top level enemy threat. All right. So like I said, don't get disappointed. Chapter was pretty short because there was like a big thing going on with Dr. Vegapunk describing his resources and how the government's coming after him after he reached for his resources, trying to find it. But majority of the time, everybody's going to focus on focus on Luffy, the rematch of Luffy versus Lucci. Simmer down. Chill until the next chapter. We're not on break, so we're good. So that's it for the chapter. Thanks for liking my video. Subscribe to my channel to get more of me and more One Piece content. I got a cold, but I'm getting over it. You know, Christmas time coming around. I always get a cold around this time. I do not know why, and I don't like it. I don't like it whatsoever. All right, man. I'm going to see you later on the next chapter. I'm going to be Schyver. Peace out.